Tash, I'll always interrupt because I can't help being a coach, but we're going to keep it simple, head to toe. So let's get the group moving and let's all get moving.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm sorry I was late to the game today. Could not get into the Zoom meeting. Anyways, I don't know what Lynn told you about me, but I'm a runner and Lynn is my coach. And I have been running for, I don't know, almost 30 years. And some of the stuff that I'm about to show you guys, that you're going to show your participants, is stuff that I do to this day to get me warmed up. So there's nothing fancy about it. It's just generally getting the body ready for movement. So we start with very basic movements. Now, the things that we're going to show you and tell you, the very basic sort of stretching and things like that, I know everybody here has a way that they might, kind of move a bit before they start. So, I mean, if there's something that you like to do and a way you like to roll your shoulders or your neck or whatever it may be, that's okay too. It doesn't have to be exactly what we're telling you guys to do right now, as long as you understand the main concept is to get your body warmed up in a way that's not going to like be, super dynamic, crazy kicking stretches right away. Everything, we have to get the body moving. So we're just really going to start from the head and kind of move down to the toes. So everybody is here. Yeah, all can see me. This is a living room that we have no furniture in, so we got lots of room to move. I don't know how much room you guys have, but you don't need that much. So, you see me. This is good. So just basically start with some nice, easy head rolls. Good. Yeah. This way. Yeah. Nothing crazy. I don't like going back because I think you may have neck problems, so it's always safe not to go too far back. Rotating, changing directions. Nice and easy. We're going to move to the shoulders. Nice, easy. Oh, that actually feels quite good. Moving backwards, moving forwards, about 5 in each direction. Then we're going to go to the arms. So you can go full arm swings forward. You can go in opposite directions if you're coordinated. So we're going, anything when you're with your group, you can probably do 10 of all of these. Sort of showing you guys what to do. Okay, we're going to stick hands on our hips, and we can do, maybe your legs are a little bit wider. You can see, and just some very gentle hip. I mean, I'm not very flexible, so nice move, nice and slow. About 10, and then switch directions, whichever way I was just going. There we go. So now we're going to do some very simple sort of leg swings. You guys can see me here. And again, just mention to your participants that everything right now is very slow and controlled. I don't want any crazy kicking, pulled hamstring sort of thing. We don't need that. So just generally, if your left hand is on something, you're kicking your right foot. Left hand, right foot. So just very basic, just nice and easy. You're going to do 10 on each leg. 1, 2, 3. So you don't want to be like as if you're about to go and kick a soccer ball. We're just sort of getting this hip flexor moving. Always remembering you're standing up nice and tall. Follow that as one key you always want is you want a nice straight line from your head all the way down to your pelvis. You want it as if there's a ruler going right through you. Or just nice and easy. And then I switch sides. We'll do 10 on this side as well. Feels pretty good.
Feels good.
Yeah. My poor hip flexor, Lynn.
I know.
Nice and easy. There we go. Okay, so you've done sort of some of the, we've gone down. There's another one that you can do. If you guys can see, it's kind of hard because my back's to you. But if you're like this, you can see me, and this is the one where you're standing hip width apart, you're very square, and you're just very gently taking your right leg in front of your left, and you're swinging it back and forth, back and forth. So this is working your right glute, as you can see. Very gentle, very controlled, nothing crazy. You're just working those muscles. 10 on each leg. Switch, regroup, nice and easy. And as you get moving, I don't know if you guys can see me because my back is to you, but I
It's
think
good.
we've all done those ones before, right? Everyone's sort of familiar with what I was just saying. And I know I'm going over these somewhat quickly right now because, you know, we got a lot of time. There will be videos of these. I'm happy to help you guys if you ever have any questions to message me, and I can tell you the specifics of each and everything, and it will be all written out, videos, that whole thing. And so those are the basics, sort of. Okay, you know, and you guys can even do these, get people to do them while you're talking as well. After you've done them the first time, it's very easy to say, okay, everybody, let's get your body moving, and do some of the things you know you're comfortable with, starting at the head, working down to the toe, while you guys are talking and telling them what they're doing that day. And then we're gonna go into ABCs, okay? So lots of drills. And like I said before, these are things that I do all the time. So I'm gonna start off with the very basic ones before you get into the more dynamic ones that can be a little bit complicated. You don't want to throw those at your group in the beginning because I think it'll be really overwhelming and they'll be like uncoordinated and then they won't want to do them at all. So let's stick to the very basic ones in the beginning before we move to the very complicated B skip that, and then people always feel silly doing it as well. So you want them to be comfortable. So before we move to that one, let's just do the general walking through A, B, and C's. Okay, so A's. Everyone, Lynn, you guys can see me okay there?
We can see you. It's good. It's good.
Basically, an A skip is just lifting your right leg, putting it back down, lifting your left leg, putting it back down. That is all that you are doing. Making sure to tell your participants always, straight line, shoulders back, pelvis is engaged. You don't want it out, you don't want it in too far. You want it to be that nice, like pelvis up, hips, everything in nice straight line. That's how we're going to start all of our drills, right? Shoulders back, relax. You can give them a nice shape, nice and tall. And when you're going up with your first right leg, you're always remembering to use your arms. That's one thing everyone's going to forget is their arms, always. So you're going to see people doing this all the time. And it's your job to make sure to say, use your arms. So the very basic walking ones is you just go right leg, down. Left leg, down. Remembering when you're up in this position, you're driving up. You're not just lazily putting your leg up. You're going up. Everything's engaged. You're nice and tall. Your shoulders are back. You can feel that tight core in there, okay? And then left. They don't have to be fast. We're just walking through very slowly. Holding maybe a second at the top. Right, that's it. You can do them about however far you want to do, maybe 20 meters. Some people you're going to see doing this. And then you want to say slow down. Everything, these ones are just nice and slow up. Foot almost goes right underneath you when you're coming down. So you're not moving very far. 1, 2, 3. Eventually, those will move into the full-on A skip that'll look like that. When people get good, they drive. The reason that you skip is because you're driving your leg up so high and so well that your bottom leg ends up skipping. You can't help it. So you guys will get to that, and as they advance, they can get to the A skip. So basically just walking A's, very basic. Walking B's, little bit more tricky, but as you know, it's the same thing, except as you get to this one, you're gonna leg out and in. It's like scooping, you're going over something, coming back in, like this, and then like this. Over, over, over. And as you can see, I'm not moving very far. These ones are definitely require a little more coordination, and you get used to it. And if I was there right now, I'd be able to help you guys. Lynn, do you have any tips for this one? Basically what I'm doing.
I think you do them really well, Tash, but I love what you're saying though, that the foot needs to land under the hips, and that's
right under, yeah. And
yeah.
when you're putting you got your right leg up and your left arm down, and when it's coming down, they're coming down together. You always have to remember arms are involved. See, I'm not even moving really. And eventually that'll get to the B skip. And you have to remember I've been doing these for 25 years, so I can make the B skip look pretty efficient. But when you first start doing it and your participants first start doing it, it's going to be very awkward, but they'll get better at it as the concept goes.
And
so,
it's fun to try new things as
well.
So
I'm always actually really impressed at how well some people get it right away. And some people don't, and that's okay, but some people will just get the concept and they look like they've been doing it as long as I have. So, okay, so C's are also, you could, very, very simple, we've all done them. C's are bum kicks. Again, we're remembering every single time we reset to do a drill, you want to remind your participants to use their arms, stand up tall, shoulders back, core engaged. These are very important things. And that's why we're doing these drills, so that our body is becoming more efficient with running, and we're learning to do these things right from the start. So bum kicks, again, I'm up tall, pelvis is good. As you can see, I like to put my hands here to here so I know that they're even. It's not like this, it's not like this. I'm good, shoulders back, I'm relaxed. And then bum kicks. Arms. As again, I'm not moving. I'm not like this. I'm not like this. I'm straight up and down, kicking my bum, moving barely forward at all. It seems basic, but you're going to get a lot of people again that are doing this. Now, we barely want to move. So sometimes what I do for these people is I stand in front of them like this and say they're not allowed to go any faster than me. And I go very slowly, so their force is to stay in place, kicking their bum. And you can say, thumbs up, get your thumbs up, get your arms moving. These are always things you want to remind people. Use your arms, because they will forget. And you'll probably forget because they're trying so hard to think about this new thing they're doing. But you need to remember to use your arms. Keep your thighs, your knee, and your hips like a straight line. Again, that ruler. You're kicking your bum, and you can go faster as they learn to do it. So that is a lot of breath.
Your walkers can still just even do it in a walking form as well.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. You can slow it down as much as you want. Those are C's, as we call them in the track world, A, B, and C's. A skip, B skip, C, bum kicks. So there's also running A's, which is just, do you want me to do that one, Lynn, or is that not one we do yet?
Oh, I think they can envision just a high knee.
Yeah, so eventually you'll get, if you get to it, running A's are exactly, high knees are exactly what you think they are. Same concept as always, nice and tall, we're using our arms, we're not moving forward, and we're just barely moving. Nice and tall, thinking of driving the legs up using the arms. I can tell you that Lynn made me do these this year, preparing for a 5K, and I don't even, how long did you make me do them for? Like 50 meters. 50 meters, like really hard, and they, after a workout, I can tell you, they're hard if you do them right. So
remember, these exercises, everybody, are, they're specific to walking and running. So they build the strength that you will gain by, bringing these exercises to your participants, for sure. I was thinking about just some fun with even just let's go through it, and we can do it at home here. Some light skips and a few side to sides and karaoke's, because they're good.
Yes. Okay. So side skips, side whatever, and karaoke's are also very simple. And that's it. So again, nice and tall, and we're just going almost like dancing. And
We are.
Back and forth. You guys got this one.
Yep.
I actually should do this one more in my regime. I don't do this one that often.
It's good.
Yeah. So just side to side, that one. Karaoke is a little more complicated, but I'm not good at it. I will demonstrate. So it's just left leg. Can you guys see me?
We can kind of
Under, forward, under, forward, under. If I was there and I could show you, it would be easier. It's hard to do this.
That's okay.
Probably looking at me and being like, what in the heck is she doing right now?
We can picture it, and we're moving a little. You can picture that crossover, and just general skipping, just light skipping is a really nice way to warm up as well with you.
Yeah, so the first one that I usually start with, which I kind of miss out, is just a very, very, very basic.
Natasha, sorry, can we just have you flick your screen a little bit?
Not even worrying about anything, and then you can go backwards, shaking. Just as if you're like skipping to the store. Nothing, just moving a bit. That one's nice too.
And if you
Natasha, can you hear me? Greg? I've always wanted to learn how to do the floss. Maybe you guys could teach us how to do the floss.
Oh God. My nephew tried to teach me that, and I'm terrible. Does anyone have a kid in the room that wants to come and show us how to do that?
It's my grandkids that I'm trying to learn from. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you demonstrate? Can you demo for us?
No. Definitely not. I was hoping that, someone as young as Natasha would know.
But you have brought up a good point though, is these are basic run, walk, stretch, dynamic stretches, dynamic movements that you can bring, but you can be, just like Tash said, you can be creative, you can put some music on, you can move in a way that, the purpose is to have some fun and get the body moving. And it felt good just to get up out of our chairs just now, didn't it? And to move in whatever way possible, just to feel that circulation going. So thanks, Tash. That's awesome. Let's